Hey everybody, Frick the Tech Guru here. I am super excited because we just found out a couple days ago that there was supposed to be a remake or a re-release of the original 007 GoldenEye game from Nintendo 64 on the Xbox 360 on the Xbox Live Arcade. It never got released due to licensing issues and conflicts with Rare and Nintendo and James Bond, everything. It just was never released. But as we were notified a couple days ago, it was real. There was video footage of someone playing it, and I today was able to get my hands on it and try it out. I'm super excited. For those of you who don't know, GoldenEye was the best multiplayer game of the 20th century as far as I'm concerned. And it wasn't a multiplayer game like you know today where you just play online over the internet. This was a game that you had four buddies, all had their controllers plugged in directly to the Nintendo 64, and it was called couch multiplayer because they were there with you on your couch, and it was, you know, the subject of many sleepovers amongst guy friends back in the 90s. So here it is, back, and it's a remake. It's supposed to be better graphics. We're going to try it out and see how it goes. I'm just going to play the first couple missions and see how it goes. Play it on easy because I'll be honest with you, I never played through this entire game. I played a lot of multiplayer, like I said, it with my friends at sleepovers and stuff, but I was a PlayStation guy during this generation, and I did not have a Nintendo 64, but this was by far my favorite game on the Nintendo 64, and here it is, re-released on, or supposed to be re-released on Xbox 360. As you can already tell, the graphics are much better. It's running a lot smoother. That was the big thing with frame rates and stuff back on the Nintendo 64. It didn't have the smoothness or anything like that. Now, also keep in mind, it's definitely not comparable to graphics of today because this is 2 generations ago. This is the Xbox 360, and since then we've had the Xbox One and now the Xbox Series X. So I'm playing this on my computer, just so you know, with my Xbox controller. It's playing on an emulator, Xbox 360 emulator, because obviously I can't play on the official Xbox 360 because it was never released. But here we go. Now, right off the bat, the controls are going to be much better. We're using a dual joystick method now compared to what you had to do with the Nintendo 64, which was just one analog joystick in the center of the controller. One of the funkiest controllers ever made. And of course the buttons are a lot better as well. Look at those graphics. Oh, it disappeared already. I always thought that was cool. You could shoot his hat off. There's no running in this game. There's no... That's the... aiming. There's no looking down the sights like you would see on Call of Duty. This game was the Call of Duty of its generation for sure, as far as multiplayer and everything goes. Wow, this brings back a lot of memories. If you guys played this game, make sure you comment below or like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. Get back here. Oh, got somebody else. One thing that was always funny to me in this game was that everything exploded. Now, of course, these are going to explode because they're... But these regular boxes would explode as well. Yeah. Chairs, everything would explode. This is friggin' awesome. This is the way that this game was meant to be played, with better controls, slightly better graphics, and definitely a much smoother and higher refresh rate. It feels really, really good. Now here's something that's really cool. If you press the right button on the top, it's going to switch you back to Nintendo 64 graphics, which is crazy. It still keeps the good frame rate, running a lot smoother than it did on the Nintendo 64 for sure, but I thought that was really cool that you could press that button and switch it back between instantaneously. So you can really see the difference, the way the graphics were, or the way that it was supposed to be. It's a real shame that this didn't get released. It's a real shame that it didn't get released at all, ever. It was on Nintendo 64, and that was it. And it was also hands down the best James Bond game ever made. And probably the biggest shame of all is that if this game did in fact come out for the Xbox when it was supposed to be re-released, I think they said it was supposed to be re-released in 2008. I could be wrong about that, but what would have been really cool about that is that there would have actually been internet multiplayer, so you could battle your buddies in this game. Alright, let's use something with a little more firepower, shall we? It does auto aim for you a little bit. Alright, let's move on. I think there's a gun in here. No, I guess not. I think I already killed that guy. Man, this is so cool. If I can get up close enough to this guy, you'll see what the characters used to look like on Nintendo 64. Really blocky heads. Looks like there's a little bit of a glitch there. Oh, there's that gun I was looking for. It is much easier to aim with this controller as well. The Nintendo 64 controller was a pain. So ugly. It did really open up games to using a joystick though instead of just a D-pad. It wasn't until after that the PlayStation adopted the DualShock, which introduced joysticks to their controller, because the original PlayStation controllers did not have joysticks on them like we know today. The green on my sweater is see-through. I actually just discovered this part of this level. I've never been down here before. Whenever I played this game before, I always finished the level because you could have finished the level by now. I always used to love the death animations too in this game. I think if you play the game on a higher difficulty, there's actually a point to coming down here, but not right now. So I'm just going to go back, get up to the surface, and finish this level. I think I'll do one more level after that. I will put a link in the description below as to how I got this working. It is super, super easy. I don't know, like I have a fairly powerful computer, but I don't think that's necessarily required for this. It is running perfectly. Alright, let's finish this level. Of course, if you're familiar with the movie, you know that you have to jump off the dam. And there you go. There's the first level of the the first level of the GoldenEye remake. Really see the difference. Alright, first level complete. Gain entry to laboratory area, rendezvous with 006, destroy all tanks in the boiler room, and minimize scientist casualties. Let's do this. I'm going to turn the volume up a little bit and talk less this level. There's body armor in one of these, I thought. Oh, it's not. Classic glitches you would see on the Nintendo 64. So I just got a key card. Oh, there's my body armor. Okay. Looks like they're coming to get me. All right. Now I remember. I just love using the pistol. I always did in this game. Unless you're playing multiplayer, in which case you didn't have really a chance if you used the pistol. For those of you who've never seen this game before, let me know in the comments what you think about the graphics. Remember, this game was a pioneer to first-person shooters. It was definitely way ahead of its time, especially in the multiplayer genre. Somersault. You have to free all these scientists, if I remember correctly. Out of bullets. Ooh, I shot him. There's 006. Alright, so now we have to blow these up, which was Machine gun. Did I get all the tanks? No, I did not. He's destroyed. There we go. Alright, now I can escape. There's gas in here. Escape through here. Come on. Go. Oh, yes. And there we go. So anyway, that is the beta version of what would have been the re-release of 007 GoldenEye from the Nintendo 64 on Xbox Live Arcade. This is a full game, by the way. It does include all, I guess there's 20 levels in total. Let's just go to multiplayer, see what happens. Oh, it does have local. Okay, so you can have up to 4 players, even on the beta, which is great. These are some of the... oh man, this brings back a lot of memories. We used to do like pistols only. There was golden gun, which is a one-shot kill. Lasers. Wow. And then you could pick your character. These are all the characters, and then... they're not all unlocked because there's usually a lot more than that. And if you were really cheap, you would pick Odd Job, which is the little short guy. Let me see what else is here. Yeah, I remember all of this. They added achievements, it looks like. Doesn't look like that was finished. And there's the buttons. All right, hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you've played this game as a kid, let me know what you think of the remake in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and great to take this trip down memory lane with you. We'll see you on the next one.